everyone, how's it going? Today we're playing Castlevania, and this is Circle of the Moon. It's what I consider to be one of the more underrated Castlevania games. For a lot of reasons. People don't like it because they just don't. But some of their complaints are legitimate. Me personally, I have a soft spot for this game because it's one of the first games I ever played on the Game Boy. It's TheRatman. That's fine. Here we go. Let's start it up. It is 1830. 6 years after the events of Raccoon's, I'm just kidding, at an old Austrian castle, and the worshippers of chaos rise the plea for the return of the Lord of Darkness. And as the text fades out, there's a really cool effect. I don't really know how to describe it, but it looks awesome. Where was I? Oh, that's right, this is the first ever Castlevania game that I ever played when I was around 8 years old. Not only that, it's my first Game Boy game. Shit, I gotta do some voice acting. Let's see how I can do. We crave the presence of the embodiment of suffering, the ruler of darkness. And... oh snap! There he is! I have waited for this moment to be awake again, to bask in darkness and feel the moonlight within. Count Dracula, I am honored to be in your presence. Indeed, though I lack my full power. We are preparing the rite to replenish your power. Stop! Hey, look, it's not the Belmonts. You cannot be allowed to taint the world. I remember. You were one of the vampire killers that sealed me. You've aged. It is our duty to see you banished. Amusing. Use my nemesis' life to return my power. I have no use for children. Begone. What's gonna happen? A bat! You! Nathan! Master! Father! Oh no! That was a long fall. It's okay, we're fine. We got legs of iron. And there are creatures around here. Are you okay? Yeah, we were just brushed aside and ignored. We have to find Master. I'll go. He's my father. Nathan, you'll be in the way. Just get out of here. And into the pit he goes. I want to find Master as much as anybody. So there, that's my voice acting. Hope you guys like it. I'm trying to make it as hammy as possible. So, not a lot of people like this Castlevania. The color palette is really dark. Actually no, it's not that the color palette is really dark. It's quite bright actually, as all Game Boy games are. The problem is that the Game Boy Advance, when it first came out... oh, got the Salamander card already. Nice. Yeah, when the Game Boy Advance first came out, it didn't have any backlighting options. So as a result, the color scheme that they used was very, very hard to see. I distinctly remember struggling to see a lot of the background elements. Because, yeah, this game just didn't look that pretty. You can see that they took this criticism to heart in the later Castlevanias for the Game Boy, Harmony of Dissonance and Area of Sorrow. They really upped the color contrast. You got, oh, what's his name? I can never remember Harmony of Dissonance's, the Belmont in that game, because no one ever plays Harmony of Dissonance. Was it Justin? Yeah, I want to say Justin Belmont. Anyway, enough of that creepy music. We got this now. This is Awake. Or this song is called Awake, I should say. It's not the best, but it's not bad. I'll shut up for about 5 seconds so you guys can hear it. Yeah, it's the first level Castlevania song. You know how these goes. The first level is the one that has the most impact on the player, so you gotta put a banging song in there. This one does a pretty good job, I think. What was I about Justin Belmont? Yeah, so he had a more pronounced color scheme. He was red and white, I believe. And Soma Cruz and Ari of Syro got a blue and white color scheme. The colors really stood out against the background. Not like Nathan here. We're playing as Nathan Graves, not even a Belmont. He's a Graves, I guess. I don't know what family relationship he has. It doesn't really matter. The Graves and the Baldwins aren't even canonical to Castlevania as a whole. Hey, dagger, nice. So yeah, you've got the whip. You can do a spinny thing with the whip by holding down B. Or if you're playing on totally legit emulator like I am, it's whatever the B key is assigned to. Up and B like any other Castlevania. Let's use a sub-weapon. I've got a dagger right now. It's exactly what you expect. None of the sub-weapons in this game are too crazy, with the exception of one of them. What else is there to say? Oh yeah, this room. I remember as a kid, I had a lot of difficulty with this guy. I kept thinking he was the boss. He is not the boss. I'm an adult now. I know better than that. But you can see why I thought he was. He's really tough to kill. And he's really buff too. Look at those muscles. Oh yeah. Come on. He died? Oh. Come on. There we go. Level up. It's definitely one of the lamer level up screens that I've seen. It's alright though. Let's move on. If you guys haven't noticed, my walk speed is really slow. But that's okay, I'm about to get dash boots. Yeah. So you double tap left and right to perform a dash. Oh, jeez, a bat. Hello. Something else this Castlevania does is that you can't dash on the get-go. You have to earn the ability to dash, which is really dumb. Later on, they just make it so your default move speed's really high. Yeah, I remember that string of bats. I remember as a kid, I had a lot of fun going back and forth from this room, just killing all those bats. I'll do it one more time. It's really satisfying. Yeah. I distinctly remember grinding on those bats for some reason. Oop. Nice. There we go. And here we got a hallway with respawning enemies, as is classic Castlevania tradition. Gotta have one of these somewhere. So yeah, Awake. It's probably my top 3 or 4 Castlevania songs from this game. There aren't too many good songs in this game, but this is one of them. Another level up, nice. Yeah, this song is burned into my head. Like I said, first ever Castlevania game. And my first ever Game Boy game at that. Okay, come on. There we go. Look at that, I'm doing 16 now instead of 11. Big numbers, baby. Oops. What else can I talk about? This game has a lot of interesting systems going on in it. For example, you got loot. Oh, that sucks. When you pause, the music doesn't continue. Game. Whatever. Now let's put on those magic gauntlets, baby. Nice. As any Metroidvania, you've got not procedurally generated loot. What's the word I'm looking for? Loot. Just loot. I don't have the slide kick yet, so I can't... Never mind. That's something else this Castlevania does differently. You start with the slide kick, but you don't have the ability to backdash or just move normally. You have to earn those, which is a little non-standard. If you're coming from Symphony of the Night, where Alucard, I believe, starts with the backdash? Well, in Symphony of the Night, Alucard starts with everything, I suppose, so I can't really say that. I don't remember if he loses the ability to backdash. Oh, shit, hello. Also interesting, the first enemy that you meet is not a skeleton, it's a skeleton bomber. Which again, is very different. Sorry. I keep humming the theme. It's just so good. You know, really good soundtrack, unlike Harmony of Dissonance. Harmony of Dissonance's soundtrack isn't bad to say, it's just, they're really ambitious with the instrumentation that they chose. They didn't really respect that the Game Boy Advance had limited, not processor, what's the look I'm looking for? The sound chip? They didn't really respect the Game Boy Advance's sound chip. So a lot of the songs just came out crummy. Like, they're good, they just don't sound good, if that makes any sense. You guys know what I mean. Go look up that soundtrack. It's, kind of painful to listen to at times. Spirits. Hey, what's up? There's another respawning enemy type, the Spirit. I'm also going to show off the card, the Salamander card that God damn it. I distinctly remember as a kid that enemy being really annoying because you'd jump up, the bomb would go down, and you'd fall into the abyss below. Thankfully I got caught on the platform. Can I? There we go. Let's see, do I go in here? Yeah, okay. On my knee, just gonna whip some more skeletons into shape. There we go. Also, these boneheads, they're a very classic Castlevania enemy, but since we're playing on the Game Boy Advance, I keep saying Game Boy, I need to say Game Boy Advance, or GBA. Yeah, GBA is better. Where was I going? These boneheads, they're very... a little different from the other Castlevanias. The heads are a little bit more sleek, if that makes any more sense. Like, they're more angled, they're not quite so... I don't really know what I'm saying. It reminds me a lot of Blue Eyes White Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! There, that's what I want to say. Alright, let's show off that card. So, Castlevania Circles of the Moon, you have a unique magic system. Where is it? Cards. No, that's not what I wanted. We have Mercury, and we have Salamander. The cards at the top influence what type of magic you want, and the cards at the bottom influence what element and what it does. So Mercury... what does Mercury do again? Let me actually use this and see what it does. No, that's not how you use it. How do you do it? Yeah, there we go. So we have Mercury and Salamander together. And when I press the magic button... oh, right. There you go. It gives you a fire whip. Yeah. So Mercury influences what type of whip you have. And Salamander is the fire element. Therefore... good toss. Therefore, Mercury plus Salamander gives you Fire Whip, which is not effective against Boneheads because they are also fire element, I guess. Whatever. But yeah, that's the kind of logic that they're using here. It's really unique and I like it. It reminds me a lot of Kirby and the Crystal Shards for the N64. We were trying to combine powers together. God damn it. We were trying to combine... oh my god. We were trying to combine powers together and not fall off the goddamn platforms like I am right now. Ooh. Nice try, buddy. Having the double tap to dash is really annoying. On a Game Boy, I imagine it'd be a little easier, but since I'm playing on a totally legit emulator, a little bit more difficult and cumbersome. Ooh. There we go. There's actually a cool glitch that I want to show off. So what you do is you activate your magic, you go to the pause menu, and these represent cards I don't have, but I'm just gonna go ahead and pick a random card combo. Yeah, that'll work. That's fine. And if I do it correctly, look! I have a different magic set that I'm not allowed to have yet. This is a really useful glitch for speedrunners. There's a very OP card combo. It's the last two right here, I believe. Oh, oops, I did that wrong. Let me try that again. Let me just show off this glitch real quick and I'll get back to regular gameplay. So you do that. And while the glow is going off, you switch your cards. And... Ah, look! I'm a skeleton! This form is really weak. If you take any hits, you die. What you want to do, though, and hopefully I can get the RNG off... Yeah! You get the big bone! And what the big bone does is, it does massive damage. Get their weak points and all that. I'm not gonna do that. That makes the game a little too easy. Too easy. What I should say is I'm abusing game mechanics, and I'd rather not do that. But it's there if you want to speedrun the game. All sorts of glitches you can do. You can also get yourself stuck in a wall and fly at the speed of light. But I'm not interested in showing that. I want to show off this game properly. Excuse me. Hit me. Shouts to Dracula for condemning the spirits of 1,000 mortals to just hang out in his castle all day. Oop, there we go. Got hit there. Oh my god. You know what? Okay, that works. So yeah, classic Castlevania rules. If you get hit, you get knocked back. Save that shit. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Ah, god damn it. I'm playing a little bit more aggressively than normal. Just because it's the first area. These guys do baby damage. A gremlin, hello. Oof. So yeah, what they do is they throw spears, another infinite respawning enemy type. What was that? A wristband. Don't mind if I do. Again, it really sucks that the music cuts out whenever you open the menu. I don't think that's a thing in other Castlevanias. They really want to get the soundtrack going, you know? There you go. This Castlevania is also the only Castlevania game that I've played where I've 100%ed, or no, sorry, not 100%ed it, 110%ed it, or whatever the dumb thing is. The reason why you can go over 100% in this game is because there are hidden rooms scattered about, and if you unlock a hidden room, it counts as going over 100%. It's a little technicality, but I like it. Oh look, Fleamen! Or, sorry, Hoppers. These are Hoppers, not Fleamen. Silly mistake. They're a little easier than Fleamen, in my opinion. Ah, here we go, the boss. Any guesses as to what this could be? Hello. It's Cerberus. Hey, what's up? Remember in Symphony of Night when Cerberus was the first enemy you fought, and Alucard just killed it in one hit? Alright. Ooh. I know what the moveset is. This fight's pretty ingrained in my head. He does leaps, he does a laser. He also has this weird, yeah, there it is. The orbs of electricity attack? Because that's what Cerberus can do. You know, you guys are more, literate in Greek mythology I am, I'm sure. Oh, hello. Ow. I'm not really sure what to do when he leaps at you, to be honest. So here's the laser attack again. Ooh, hello. Alright, pretty easy though, I got the routine down pat. There we go, level up. Goodbye, Cerberus. Okay, then we move on and we get our special item. As is customary, you have double jump. For those of you who haven't played Metroidvanias before, a lot of areas in the castle are off limits until you get movement-based abilities that enhance your character and allow you to do special stuff. So double jump, as the name implies, allows me to do a double jump. I can actually go back and get some of the things I missed now. If I can remember where they are. But first let's head to the save point.